Hi YouTube, please give me a moment while I go live on Facebook. Need to adjust the microphone just a little bit here. Okay, 1 second. Got stuck a little bit, sorry about that. Okay, so give me 1 second. We'll be going live on Facebook in about 3 seconds. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm gonna up the gain a little bit. Okay, hi everybody, 𝗘ห์𝗴𝗶𝗿𝗀 here. Good to talk to you again. I had a video earlier today about the market. We'll review the market in just a few minutes, but first, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss today is for educational purposes only. Wanted to say that if you check the description, you're gonna see a link to a webinar that I'm doing tomorrow. Highly educational, so be sure to check it out tomorrow after the close at 4:30. I'll also drop a link in the description for the class or the video that I did earlier about the market. But let's go ahead and talk about the market for a minute. I predicted today at the open that this basically is the top in the market. Of course, somebody might go back and say, well, that's the top, or that's the absolute highest price. But it hasn't been clear. It has not been clear, and I think today is the day that we got clarity that we're turning all out bearish. Okay, you might say, well, the monthly isn't yet all out bearish. Yes. But by the time the monthly breaks down badly, you will have missed out. So I'm changing my bias to pretty much all out bearish. There is a chance that Trump and China, do a deal or something like this, make a deal, and we go back up after retesting support. So it'll be interesting to see how the market reacts to support. But I am, for now, today I went all out cash or money market in my 401k. So that tells you I am basically no longer bullish on the US equities. As I said in today's video, this morning's video, the hardest part as an investor, being that I am an investor, is that, okay, let's get the money out of the equities, let's put it in what? Cryptocurrency is not good. Real estate, I don't think is going to be good. I mean, I'm in real estate. I don't like what I'm seeing on the IYR, the double bottom on the double top on the monthly chart into the all-time high from 2006, 2007. If we take out 91.20 something, I believe, 91.35, that will create a valid double top on the monthly chart. I guess I forgot to show you the charts. So I forgot to show you the charts. There you go. So that's the IWR, right? So we get out of the equities, we go into what? The real estate doesn't look good. Cryptocurrency doesn't look good at the moment. Gold, if you're in it from June or May, great. But now it doesn't look good to be starting a position in gold. What else? I mean, so nothing really looks good at the moment. So that's why I am just going in cash, basically, or money market, so that it earns a little bit of interest at least. For today's video, we're going to talk about the F.A.A.N.G and friends, right? F.A.A.N.G stocks and a bunch of other names that are really interesting long-term and short-term. Long-term bullish and bearish as short. So we'll start with the F.A.A.N.G stocks real quick. None of them look good. Facebook was looking good a couple weeks ago as a breakout, completely failed. So that's the daily chart of Facebook. It just does not look good at all. Apple, while Apple has been the most bullish of the bunch, it double topped, right? Kind of double topped, but you can see it's actually a breakout failure right here. Yesterday, we still have the rising 20. We still have support. So what if tomorrow it turns around and goes right back up? Sure, it could happen. And Apple has been the most bullish by far of the bunch. But is that a bullish chart that you'd want to play? Is that something that I would want to play? No. The answer is absolutely not. So Apple, no good. Amazon in a downtrend on the daily, weekly, and monthly, not quite, but doesn't look good. Netflix, I said, take it out of the FANG stocks a month ago, right? It's just no good, all out bearish. Netflix. Google, it turned bearish, broke the uptrend on the daily. So the FANG stocks, none of them look good at all, which takes us to our second part is, so what looks good? What does look good? What is it that looks good? So there's some names for you as long-term ideas, and then there's some bearish ones that we're going to talk about soon. But I forgot to say one thing here, which is why I'm wearing this t-shirt, is when the market turns bearish, what's good is short-term trading, is earnings plays, right, which are going to be starting up in a couple weeks. We're going to have the earnings announcements. I mean, earnings season kicks off, I think, on the 14th. JPM is the first Dow component to report on the 14th. So that's what's going to be good, and that's what I'm going to be focused on. And the reason why I'm wearing this t-shirt, this awesome t-shirt from T3, is because you see what the question is. Got liquidity? Got liquidity? That's what we will get. We're going to get a lot of liquidity on the way down. I don't like bearish markets because, because I think in this case, I think real estate is going to go down with the equities market. That's the only reason. But I like bearish markets for every other reason. I love shorting. I love momentum trading. I love liquidity back, getting liquidity back. And I love playing earnings, getting in earnings, in companies reporting earnings the day before they report, getting out the next day. So I look forward to all of that, and we'll see. I'm hoping it's gonna be a really awesome quarter. Again, doing a free webinar for those just tuning in tomorrow at 4:30. Link is in the description. With that said, let's go ahead and switch back to the charts and look at the bullish list. BRX looks amazing to me, but I don't see a good entry yet, because the good entry was right here. So it's a little bit late. Okay, on the BRX. I do like it a lot as a long-term watch, but I don't think it's ready. DHT looks amazing. Look at the monthly chart. Really looks good. Transition A. Pizza. PZZA. Who doesn't like pizza? I'm kidding, but this looks really good also. So I'm showing you the very, very few stocks that still look good long term. So I'm watching these. SBGL is my next pick as a gold stock. SBGL. I'm stocking it for an entry. Okay? SPWH I think bottomed, though I don't love it, but I like it enough to watch for another entry. Had a buy setup right here a couple weeks ago, pretty good. Now I'm waiting for another entry. And then last but not least, I just want to talk about gold, because in this morning's video I said gold is no good. I don't mean it's no good long term. I still like it long term. Remember the videos that I did on gold, calling the buy setup right here on June 1st? Go back to my playlist and see for yourself. Or calling the 1, 2, 3. So those were good. And I still say gold is higher to 170, 175. But is it a good idea to get in it here? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay? So gold is still okay, but not right now. So those are my top long-term plays at the moment. Here's my short-term plays. AMD turning all out bearish, in my opinion. This monthly topped out. This is lower to at least probably 25, 22.50 on AMD. COUP is still a watch. It's not done yet, or it's not, hasn't given me the green light. But look at that huge topping tail. This is what I call the battle bar, range expansion battle bar. This should be the top. I'm talking about COUP as a climactic sell setup, like I talked about. Roku as a climactic sell setup was my best trade last week, right? Roku as ENPH was a climactic sell setup. So COUP is a climactic sell. If we look at the daily, it's not quite ready. So I'm waiting for a sell setup or a breakdown on the daily chart. But if it breaks under this line, it should be all out bearish. Now, I don't want to wait until 120 or You know, the exact number would be 123.73. I don't even want to wait for 123.73 before I go short. I'd like to short it right here under the last green bar's low. So I'm watching the COUP closely. GILD, I was watching it as a long, hoping it would transition on the monthly higher here. But look at this. Does this look like it's going to transition higher? No, sir. Or madam, as the case may be. You heard about the poor Chinese boy who had just come to this country, went to work for Starbucks, and learned English from a book. So a nice lady came in one day and said, can I have a cup of coffee? And he said, yes, sir, or madam, as the case may be. So GILD to me looks lower. Okay, looks lower. Short to at least $40 on GILD. That's a 50% gain. HTZ, Hertz, the rental company, definitely looks lower. It's got a breakdown on the monthly plus a 1, 2, 3. Short, target the all-time low on Hertz. LOGM looks like dead in the water. Looks definitely lower. Love the monthly. MA and Visa topped out. Look at MasterCard. Wow, that's a climb. If we look at the daily chart, check it out. Breakout and then failure. And it's breaking down. Today was the entry actually on MasterCard. If you're in it, great. Visa, I probably don't need to redraw the lines. The same pattern. Look at this. Exact same pattern. You didn't even need to redraw the lines. Exact same pattern, topped out exact same day. So those are all bearish. Yelp is probably my favorite, but it doesn't have an entry yet. Look at that Yelp monthly chart. A disaster is about to happen. Just watch and see. If this turns out to be the top in the market, which I think it is, all of these are going to be great shorts. I love the Yelp short, but I'm just waiting for a good entry yet. Still, and Microsoft is not a good short, but I just wanted to point out the breakout failure on Microsoft. Happened a few days ago when they announced the share buyback, right? Broke out and then now based and then it's failing. So it looks lower to 125. I'm not saying I'm going to short Microsoft. I am not. I don't like Microsoft as a short. It doesn't have a lot of room to the 20 MA on the monthly chart. But what I'm saying is Microsoft is the most valued company in the country. If this stopped out, it will drag the market with it. Most likely. It'll have an impact on the rest of the market. So those, with the exception of Microsoft, even though, again, Microsoft does have a little bit of room to the downside, to 120, these are my top long-term watches short, okay? Top long-term watches long. Fewer, if just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays. GILD is not a watch. So five different items. And then the short, we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. Top watches. Happy to share them with you. I hope you found benefit in today's video. I'm about to do a coaching session for strategic swing trader members, so I gotta get off the mic, but I just wanted to quickly recap and tell you about my market bias, and also do our weekly video on the F.A.A.N.G and company, the F.A.A.N.G and friends, right? So hopefully you enjoyed it. I hope you did. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. I'm 𝗘𝗿𝗶𝗄𝗣, Director of Education at T3 Live. I will talk to you hopefully tomorrow at the free webinar. Link in the description. Thanks so much. More good stuff coming soon. Take care, everybody.